months ago. He had a very traditional tie heavy stance. Yep, and here we see that again. Which by that we mean a lot of weight on the rear leg, light on that lead leg, willing to use that front leg as a rangefinder. But you know they're definitely closing the gap right away in the clinch, trying to rotate, find some knees from the outside to the body. Fergie does his Muay Thai at tank head.
Nice body shot by Ferguson.
Caught and countered by Carsares, though. Those shin-to-shin checks, when you hear them like that and it's just a thud,
That's when you know
that it hurts.
Yeah.
Big right hand lands from Ferguson. Carsares is doing a good job, though, at closing the distance and finding his way inside the longer fighter Brandon Ferguson's reach. Nice teep from Ferguson. Big right hand from Carsares.
That kind of stunned Ferguson there.
Tight round back and forth in the first frame there between Elijah Carsares and Brandon Ferguson. Thank you to all of you tuning in from home watching us today from the 5280 Muay Thai Fight Series 28 from the historic Stampede in Aurora, Colorado. For those just tuning in, I'm Jordan Kurt sitting here alongside UFC middleweight The Big Yin's Josh Frem. Our bouts this afternoon are brought to you by Prodigy House Muay Thai. 5280 Thai Fight Series is also powered in effect by Black Guardian Kettle Labs.
And we're off with the second round.
Couple of body kicks exchanged between the two fighters there. Knee from Carsares finds its way. And Elijah just walking through all of the damage right now. I'd like to see Brandon step and sit a little bit more when he's throwing his punches.
Yeah, he's kind of throwing his punches off one foot and pawing them. I was going to say that I would like to see him just be a little more sturdy when throwing those.
You just got to get some respect back, right? Because Elijah just keeps on walking through everything. He's got to put something down and sit right now. Everything that he's throwing, he's backing up while he's throwing it. Sit heavy on that back leg and, you know, just let that two right out. Put a little sting on it. Even if it doesn't land, you have to make him respect that you're willing to commit to the power of the strike.
Yeah, and like you said, him leaning back when he throws either his punches or kicks is leaving his chin exposed, and his opponent sees that, and that's why he's walking through it. You can see he's looking for it.
And good timing on the slip from Elijah on the previous exchange, and now just walking
There's
through. There's a good deuce right there. There we go. That's what he needs right now.
That's what we need.
I would like to see him lower his stance a little bit too, because to a certain extent, there's only so much that you could put through, especially when you're, you could speak to it from being a light pole when you're already a tall
Everyone said
guy.
it. You think it's a compliment? It's not a compliment.
But I mean, speak to it from the experience of being a tall, lanky guy. If you're standing tall and you don't really have the option to sit through a strike, right? And to put the power through it.
If you're standing up tall, you wanna be in an athletic stance. You wanna be putting weight into your legs and have a nice base. What do you think going into the third round here?
I think that it's been a close fight overall, but I would have to say that the forward pressure along with the action done off of the strikes, you have to give Carsares the advantage. But again, we're not judges, folks. That's just the interpretation of
opinionated
what the action hits. Again, it's when we're looking at what's considered per the WBC scoring criteria for Muay Thai. A damaging shot is one that produces action from the opponent. Action could be they're taking a step back, their head jars, they wince, anything to that effect. And sometimes when you are the opponent and you're backing up constantly in the process, you're not doing yourself any favors, because it then almost creates the illusion that things are a little bit more damaging than they might have been.
Yeah. It's all perception. Optics, baby. That was a slapping kick.
I mean, ultimately, at its root, this is a pageant of the most violent form, right?
Yes.
You're putting on a performance for 3 people to judge and score.
Right here is where you want Ferguson to lower his stance when you're backed into a corner, backed up against the ropes. You don't want to be standing tall here.
Like I say, it's not for lack of effort that he's not throwing and that he's not trying to offer up some offense and some counters in the process.
That was a single leg.
But it's just, it's when you're backing up and, within this last about 25 seconds, he spent with his back in 2 of the 4 corners of the cage, Or excuse me, of the ring.
Carsares just looks like he's out here having fun.
He does. He's slowed down a little bit, though, in this third frame, but, maybe not trying to get too reckless. I couldn't tell you. Finished with a good final flurry there.
Good show sportsmanship after.
And
that was a really good combo.
That, especially, like I say, gotta love Fergie. He fought the entire time with a smile on his face, as did Carsares. This is what we love these shows for, folks. It's a great community that we have going on here on the Colorado fight scene.
And I definitely think this is very good for both of these guys to come out here and do this. Fergie, I noticed in this fight, there's been a couple times where he kind of looked like he was going for a takedown after he would throw a combination and would catch himself and get into a clinch, or he would try and clinch up because he's a grappler, he wants to be connected. So good on him to go out here and work on his skill set that he's not as proficient as grappling.
Yep, and we'll be intrigued to see how the judges let this play out here in a moment. If you folks are interested in seeing any of the content captured here today at the 5280 Thai Fight Series, make sure that you give our content creators a follow. That is the Costa Films production crew, as well as Garrett Franklin of Franklin Films. That is C.G. Franklin on Instagram. And then we also have Adrian Nigel with Fighter's Eye. That is fighters.eye. looks like Big Norwich has a working microphone again.
Retail booth, help support this great cause. Thank you.
And then making sure that they get these scores calculated and tabulated correctly. If you're interested in our partner brand and mixed martial arts, be sure to tune in next Friday night, June 23rd, as we bring to you a show from the Brighton here in Denver, Colorado.
Because red corner missed weight, there is no decision. Both fighters, put your hands in the air to draw.
That was a rule set I was unfamiliar with.
Interesting decision there. It ends up